welcome back to Journey into Stories. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to start a 48-hour readathon, and I can't think of a better time as we're going to get about a half an inch of ice and anywhere from 7 to 14 inches of snow this weekend. And we haven't had weather like this since 2012, according to the local weatherman. So I thought it'd be a great time to read all weekend. We have some last minute shopping to do before it starts. I may film, if I can, a little bit at the store. Gonna have blizzard type conditions, and they're advising no driving or anything once it starts. So I thought, I'm outside now just in a sweatshirt and sweats, and most people would have a coat on, but I'm hot-blooded. I don't have a coat on right now, but it is chilly. It's probably about 30-some degrees. As of right now, there's nothing, but nothing's going on the deck or anything, and we'll see what happens. Sometimes the weather can be crazy, and it's really hard to predict, but they've been letting us know for about upwards of a week, and I think it's like 1,500 miles that's going to experience some form of ice and snow. So I hope everyone's going to be safe. I thought I would read something snowy and kind of, secluded. And then, no, I don't really want to do that because I get kind of cabin fever, and I know I'm not going to be going anywhere for several days. So I don't know if I want to read about it too. Don't know what I'm going to be reading. We'll see how many books I can get read in the 48 hours that I'm going to do the readathon.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I serve you today?
I will take a venti hot chocolate, please, with no whipped cream and extra mocha drizzle.
Sure, let me get that put in there for you. All right, gotcha. What else for you?
A venti peppermint mocha, please.
All right, anything else?
A medium roast pike place.
Okay, what size? Oh, is that grande, the medium size?
Yeah.
Okay, what else for you?
And then the lemon loaf.
All right. What else?
That's all.
Perfect. We'll see you at the window.
Thank you.
Big hot chocolate?
Uh-huh.
All right, $20.93. Lemon loaf right there. Got a grande pie for you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so very much. You have a blessed day now.
You too. Okay, we're going to stop in at Michael's, and what's better than to have some arts and crafts to do during a snow blizzard? Yeah, I'm talking to myself. This person. Okay, so let's go look in Michael's and see if they're out of everything like the grocery store. Okay, we're back. Got some things. Everything was 60% off. So this diamond art kit, it's square gems. I love doing diamond art. This is regular $14.99. It rang up $6. So this was only $6 for quite a big kit. And then this one comes with a pen. It's smaller. And I think this was also $6. But something that, if I'm starting to go crazy this weekend, I like to listen to audiobooks and diamond art. So, and then I'm a scrapbooker. I want to get back into scrapbooking, but the stamps were really cheap. I got this little stamp. And like I said, everything Christmas was 60% off. And these were just a couple dollars. And then you can also, I like to stamp inside my journals. And then I got these two with some dies with it. So can you see those? And then what I really came in looking for, and I've seen neat crafts where you can put things in clear Christmas bulbs. And these were $1.20 each, but I hope to somehow figure out how to print little mini books and do a little craft at the end of the year or as the year goes with putting all my books that I read in a year in here and then put it on a little tree in the library. I thought that would be cute. And I got 5 or 6 of them. So, and they were $1.20 each, I think I said. So, okay, now we're going to go home. We have an hour until all hell breaks loose. No, I shouldn't say that. Till everything starts to happen. Ice and snow. So see you later in Snowmageddon. Homemade potato soup for the ice and snowstorm. It's got about 2.5 hours left. Here are my helpers right here. Sound asleep. And may I say they're close together and they're doing good. Sometimes they get aggravated with one another. They're both on their beds and he's laying on his blanket, Indy, and Soph's covered up. Hi guys. Hi. Just finished my first book. I had only a few hours left on audio, and I read You Will Never Be Me by Jessie Q. Sutanto. I really enjoyed this book. It's about two female friends, Aspen and Meredith. When they meet, Meredith is very big in social media, and then she helps Aspen grow as a influencer. And once Aspen has passed Meredith in likes and follows and everything, then she kind of ditches Meredith, and they have a big fight, and that upsets Meredith, and then she starts to kind of lightly stalk Aspen. And throughout the book, you see how their lives are going. They really miss each other, and things happen. I really enjoyed the friendship between Aspen and Meredith, for what it was. It was really eye opening, and what I gathered is sometimes you really, really know people, and sometimes you don't. But what I enjoyed the most was the twists and turns in this book I didn't see coming. And I was very, very surprised how the book ended. So I would give this 4 stars, and I would read another book by Jessie Sutanto anytime. She was a great author, fast-paced book, and got it done in less than a day. Listen to the audiobook. Now, the next book I'm going to read, I have to catch up on the books from my Libby app before they go away. I don't want to lose some of these books. Let me see what other books. The next book I'm going to read is Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. And this is due, it says due in 2 days, which sometimes I never know when it switches to a day. And I don't want to miss the opportunity of reading this or listening to it on audio, because there's 4 people waiting for this book, Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. So I want to hurry and listen to it, and it's about a 9-hour audiobook. And then after this, I will shop the shelves of the library and see what other book I want to read. And so I'll keep you updated. I will keep you updated throughout this book and let you know what I'm thinking. I do enjoy Sally Hepworth as an author. So I will get back with you guys in a little bit. I'm in my craft room and I'm doing some diamond painting as I listen to the audiobooks. So I'll see you and talk to you in a little bit. And we're in the middle of editing. I could pretend and sit here and act like I'm editing, but let's be honest, I don't edit. I don't know how. Not yet. Hopefully someday. My husband's editing the video. I sit behind at the other desk and say my words of wisdom, but he's the magician behind the channel. Okay, we're gonna do a quick update. I'm according to Goodreads 30% in to Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. And how it starts out is Jessica has her home organization business, and she's being accused by Debbie, the homeowner, that she has missing volume. And she's questioning Jessica if she took it. Then Jessica leaves her house, and Detective Patel contacts Jessica and wants to ask her some questions about living at Wild Meadows foster home when she was young. Apparently, they tore down the foster home. They're excavating and they found some human remains. And Officer Patel wants to question Jessica about her time living at Wild Meadows. Also, the same call goes to Nora and Alicia, Jessica's 2 sisters that also lived at Wild Meadows. It goes back in time, and you're introduced to Miss Fairchild, the foster mom at the time. You see how the girls came about arriving at Wild Meadows and how they met one another. They're not biological sisters. They consider each other sisters. So far, I'm thinking of when I went to a movie as a young girl and we took my great grandmother, and she was very disgusted by one of the characters. And I don't want to give away what movie or anything, but if you've read this book, you will know who I'm talking about. And my great grandmother was very upset by this character in this movie. And I remember that from being a child. So one of the characters is just infuriating, very cruel, mean. I can't stand the individuals. We're 30% in. I'm 30% in. And so far I'm enjoying it. And I'm liking the backstory of the 3 sisters. Don't know anything about whose bones it could be. Don't know why Officer Patel wants to question the 3 sisters, Jessica, Nora, and Alicia. As with all good books, we'll discover the mystery of this. So enjoying it so far, and I'll check in a little bit. Oh, and as far as the bad weather outside, everything's covered in ice. So we're staying home. Okay, a delivery just got here, so might have more stuff to do during this snowstorm. I enjoy buying Diamond Art from Diamond Art Club the most, and I couldn't resist some of these. I had a gift card, and they just have done a licensing thing with Disney, so I just got little kits. There's Minnie, Daisy, Mickey, who's that? Dale, Pluto, Donald, Chip, and Goofy. And like I said, I had a gift card for Christmas, and so that's my haul. Okay, also I'm almost done with the book I'm on, and then I'll do a review as soon as I get done. All right, bye guys. Hi guys, just to do a follow-up, I did a check-in when I was reading Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth, and I finished that book in the middle of the night. Couldn't sleep because of the ice that was happening, just having anxiety about people I care about. Anyway, we're still in the snowstorm, and finished the book in the middle of the night. Didn't record anything because I had a sleeping husband next to me. But I all along thought it was going to be a 4-star book. It was about 3 sisters who grew up in a foster home, and a mystery that there was a body found, and you were trying to figure out whose bones they belonged to and everything. And throughout the book, I believed one thing, and within the last hour and a half of the book, the audiobook, I thought, could this be possibly the way it was going? I loved where the book went, and I'm not going to give away anything, but even with that secret revealed, it was still going to be a 4-star book for me. And up until in fact, I finished the book with Libby, and I rated it 4 stars on Goodreads, and I was still listening to it like the last 5 minutes, and I had to go back and redo the rating that I gave it on Goodreads. Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth did end up being a 5-star read for me, so enjoyed the heck out of that book. And the next book, I thought, do I want to do a secluded Snowstorm book? I wasn't going to, but then I've wanted to get to this book off my shelf for a very long time, and I think that's what it is. I think it's somebody that goes away to a secluded home and writes a book, is the way I understand it, if I remember right, and it's called The Overnight Guest by Heather Guten. And I have this on my shelf, and also I checked out the audiobook so I could listen to it throughout the day. It's not very long, a couple hundred pages. The person that this is about, she's a true crime writer, and she goes to an isolated farmhouse where she will write her book. And that's all I remembered about it. I thought she was a writer. So we'll see what we think of this book, and hopefully we'll get through it in time. It's still snowing. I think it's going to snow another 8 inches, 9 inches. Yeah, I slept in because I was up throughout the night with the sleet and the ice, and just nervous, you know. So let's get into this book. When I'm not reading it physically, again, I can listen to it audio, and while I do some things, maybe play a game, watch some football. and I could be listening to the audiobook as I go. But for now, let's start The Overnight Guest by Heather Guten. Hi, just going to do a quick check-in. There's a couple of stories going on in this book. Wiley is a writer and she's in an isolated location trying to write her book. She comes across a guest outside. We're trying to figure out what's going on with that story. And then 20 years ago, a horrible crime happened. And I'm thinking in the location where Wiley is writing this book and trying to figure out what's going on there. And then there's this, I think, third story that's happening, and I have no idea. I mean, it's about as vague as it could be. So I have no idea what's going on there. So I'm about 42% in, according to the app. So far, it's pretty good. I mean, it has me wanting to listen to and read more and more because I have no idea what's really going on. I'm excited to get through this. I'm not going to go to bed till I get through it all. And I think on the audiobook, it's about 5 hours left, 5.5 hours left, maybe. And I'm also reading it physically. So I'll let you know my thoughts at the end. Hi, guys. Just finished The Overnight Guest by Heather Guten, and I ended up giving it a 4-star. There were times I didn't quite understand where the book was going and how things were related, but by the end of the book, you understand all of the stories. They kind of tie in together in a way. So I did give it 4 stars. I will say that this book had me wanting to finish the book as quick as I could because it kept me interested in what was going on, and I wanted to know how this was going to end because I really didn't know. So I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed the book. I would recommend it. It was extra fun to read because it was going on during a snowstorm, which is what we've been experiencing. So that part was a lot of fun. In the beginning of this readathon, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to read something secluded and snowy, but I ended up giving in, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I finally read this book. It's been on my shelves for a long time. And with that, had a lot of fun doing this 48-hour thing. I read 2.5 books. We'll just round up because I had just a few hours on the first book that I read. So 2.5 books in a snowstorm, not too bad. I'm happy with that. Didn't stay up all night. Maybe sometime I will, and see how many books we can read in another one of these. Was a lot of fun. So I'm glad I did it, and I hope everybody in the area of this bad weather is being safe. Until the next video, guys, hope you're doing well. Hope you're being good and kind to yourself and kind to one another, and see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Have a great day.